so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Coach, we're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Check 26.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson forced out to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'd have to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Play fake. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. Running for the shotgun to Drake. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and 1, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football, but, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run it with Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike, 58, right there.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
Now Wilson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Buying time to it, and he's going to go down again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. This is caught by Williams. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shotgun now from Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing now is Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On play action, it's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercept. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray now on first down. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run with Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He may try, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, hey, hey. You got three. You got three. Three down. Three down.
Wilson. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Bird to return, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll call that a punt at 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin. Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
What? 315. 19. Here we are. Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end. 4%.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Come on, set. 60 out low. All day, baby, all day. 25, check 25, check. Boom. Go. Motion. Mike 55. All right, let it go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the veteran punter, Lee, as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. This is Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Cardinals 12. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And some room to run now. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Drake. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Stay with your man.
Touch 50.
Throwing again. Wilson being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cassius Marsh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. First down, Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, that ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Murray to air it out again. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
On the Seahawks 14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Murray going to throw. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that